Obviously, if Muslim men are allowed to divorce prepubescent girls, they're allowed to marry prepubescent girls. As a rule, you can't divorce them unless you've married them. But how do we know that the men had sex with the prepubescent girls?
Once again, beloved, I greet you and I welcome you to Lawson Media. My name is Boache Stephen, and you know for sure that whenever I get in my city about we dismantling those several assertions that has been made against Christianity since time immemorial. Well, I'm actually going to react on the program that went on by David Wood. Okay, he's actually talking about the prepubescent wife of Muhammad. Okay, Muhammad, the prophet of Islam, actually married a prepubescent girl, a girl that hadn't yet reached her menstrual cycle. Okay, a girl that had never ever menstruated before. He actually laid with this girl, and when Muhammad was in his 50s and the girl was at age 9. Okay, though people has been arguing, and sometimes like they try to even ignore the sources, the authentic sources that are provided. But generally, it is accepted that actually Aisha was 9 years and she hadn't yet reached puberty. Okay, and the video is actually going to give us some sources that really prove that Muslims are allowed to marry prepubescent girls. Okay, Muslims worldwide are allowed in Islam to marry prepubescent girls. Okay, even all cultures, all traditions, all customs, all countries, I think the laws within countries that protects the well-being of women actually fights or militates or frowns at this kind of act. Okay, so for a man to ever do this, like seriously, you are a pedophile. You get that? It's a pedophile act, and seriously, you can be categorized under psychiatry. Okay, those that are having psychiatric problems. I'll be getting to me. So, seriously, Muslims are allowed to do that, and the video is going to help us with these kind of proofs. Well, let's take a quick break and we watch our first and second videos. You're welcome back, beloved. May God richly bless you for waiting for us. Yes, Skin Code Cosmetics is available, and if you want to brighten your skin, seriously, you will have to always contact the number that is emerging on your screen. Seriously, I'm advertising this because if the people are actually testifying or giving testimony about these products, okay, from Skin Code Cosmetics. If you having some spots within your skin and you would want for them to be eradicated, if you have some stretch marks and all that, if you want to control your age, seriously, these products are going to help you from the camp of Skin Code Cosmetics, and surely you will thank me later under the comment section there. Contact them via the number that is emerging on your screen, and whatsoever you are, do not think about it. Seriously, there are delivery services, and they're actually going to deliver them at your doorsteps. Well, let's quickly go to David Wood.
Waiting period is called the iddah. The verse reads, "And those of your women as have passed the age of monthly courses, for them the iddah, prescribed period, if you have doubt about their periods, is 3 months. And for those who have no courses, i.e. they are still immature, their iddah, prescribed period, is 3 months likewise, except in case of death. And for those who are pregnant, whether they are divorced or their husbands are dead, their iddah, prescribed period, is until they lay down their burden, and whosoever fears Allah and keeps his duty to him, he will make his matter easy for him." In a previous video, the link is in the description box, we went through various Muslim commentaries, and they all agree that this part, "and for those who have no courses, i.e. they are still immature, their iddah, prescribed period, is 3 months likewise," is referring to girls who haven't reached puberty. They're too young to have.
So you see, this sources he provided actually says that Muslim men are allowed to divorce their prepubescent wives or prepubescent girls. The thing is, you will ask this question: where is it written that they are allowed to marry prepubescent girls? This next video of David Wood is actually going to explain that. Let's watch it.
They're too young to have a monthly menstrual cycle. So, Muslim men are allowed to divorce girls who are too young to have a monthly menstrual cycle. Obviously, if Muslim men are allowed to divorce prepubescent girls, they're allowed to marry prepubescent girls. As a rule, you can't divorce them unless you've married them. But how do we know that the men had sex with the prepubescent girls? For the answer to this question, we turn to the most disgusting chapter in the Quran, Surah 33. Surah 33 is the chapter where Allah orders Muhammad to marry the wife of his own adopted son. It's the chapter where Allah abolishes adoption, one of the most humane practices in human history, in order to justify Muhammad's marriage to the wife of his own adopted son. It's the chapter where Allah tells Muhammad that he, and he alone, can break the 4-wife limit. It's the chapter that originally...
So you see, it's very nice argument. It's a logical argument, okay? If you're a rational being or a reasonable being, you will get to know, or you will get wind of the fact or the idea that if indeed these Muslims has been told to be able to marry, to divorce prepubescent wives or prepubescent females, it really means you will have to marry a person before you can divorce the person. It is logical. If you tell me to divorce my wife, you cannot tell me I'm not married and yet I have to divorce my wife. No, I have to divorce my wife because I am already a married man. I have to divorce a prepubescent girl because I'm already married to a prepubescent girl. You see, so it is allowed in Islam to marry a prepubescent girl. You have to mimic the character of Muhammad. Do as Muhammad did. Okay, this is very much uncalled for, and you see, that's a religion that talks of protects on the rights on the well-being of females and all that. These kind of action, these kind of teachings within the religion actually looks what makes people look down on the religion, and they get to know that maybe no, it isn't from any God, it isn't from any true deity, because he wouldn't do this. Okay, seriously, the girl will go through pains. A girl that hasn't yet reached a puberty state, seriously, you will. Aisha went through a lot. Okay, Aisha went through a lot. Aisha was wounded. Okay, and the blood. Seriously, she would be actually going through a lot of pains and crying and yelling, calling her mother or her parents and all that. But Abu Bakr and her mother wouldn't listen or wouldn't hear, because they had already sold her out to the Prophet because of his lust for the girl. Okay, well, we are putting an end to it here, and surely we continue in some other time. Yes, Islam actually propagates that idea that you should marry a prepubescent girl. And if you're watching me as a Muslim, if you're an imam or a sheikh, I know for sure you will never allow your 9 years old girl to be sleeping with a man within his 50s, or you will not allow anybody to marry your 9 years old girl, your 6 years old girl. Okay, your prepubescent girl. Seriously, that would make you a wicked person. So Abu Bakr was a very wicked man to have given Aisha to Muhammad. Okay, a girl of nine years. Okay, 6 years. He married. He actually married her at age 6, and he consummated the marriage at age 9. Well, we ended it up here. Make sure to drop your comment in the comment section. If you don't understand anything, make sure to drop your objection under the comment section. Any argument you have, make sure to drop them under the comment section, and surely we're going to react to them if possible. And make sure to also like the program, share to your loved ones, and also subscribe to the channel for us. Bye bye.